Only the chosen ones carry these three spiritual marks. Do you have them? Many are called, but few are chosen. This timeless saying holds more truth than we often realize. In a world full of noise and distractions, there are some who walk quietly, but carry a divine purpose marked by the universe in ways most never understand. Have you ever felt different, like you didn't quite belong, yet knew deep down you were here for something more? If so, this message is for you. In today's video on spiritual wisdom, we're uncovering the three powerful spiritual marks that only the chosen ones carry. As you watch, I encourage you to reflect deeply and ask yourself, could this be me? If this resonates with your soul, don't hesitate to share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're already feeling a strong yes, go ahead and type, I already know I'm a chosen one. Let's begin this powerful journey of awakening together. Mark 1. Strong energy sensitivity and directness. Chosen ones are attuned to more than just the five senses. They possess an energetic awareness that functions like a spiritual radar, quietly scanning the unseen realms and picking up vibrations most others miss. You might have felt something was off about a situation long before any facts surfaced. You may have warned a loved one about a decision, only to be proven right later. This is not coincidence. It is a divine gift. There have been countless moments where you've sensed a disturbance in the air, a sudden weight in your chest, or perhaps a chill that swept down your spine. These aren't just emotions or thoughts. They are spiritual alerts. They are subtle signals from the invisible energy field that you are connected to. Others might see your reactions and say you're too sensitive or making things up. But deep down, you know the truth. You are not imagining anything. You are reading spiritual signals written in frequencies that most people simply don't hear. When you begin to trust this intuitive sense, you activate an internal guidance system that protects you, steers you away from harm, and leads you toward your true path. Like a spiritual compass, it quietly nudges you when something's wrong and urges you forward when something feels right, even when logic can't explain why. This ability can manifest in many forms. Some chosen ones experience physical sensations, like an accelerated heartbeat or an inexplicable chill, moments before a major life event unfolds. Others feel emotional waves or strong gut feelings when danger or transformation is near. These sensations are not random. They are part of your spiritual DNA. And the more you learn to honor these signs, the stronger they become. Like a muscle, your spiritual sensitivity grows when exercised with trust and awareness. You'll start to notice synchronicities, meaningful dreams, and timely insights that confirm your spiritual connection. In a world so full of noise, this quiet voice inside you is a gift from the divine. It is wisdom encoded in your soul. In a society that praises hard evidence and visible results, the chosen ones walk a different path. Their strength lies not in the loudness of their words, but in the stillness of their knowing. They do not need proof to feel the truth. They do not need permission to trust their soul. If this resonates with you, you are not alone and you are not crazy. You are spiritually gifted. You were born with the first mark of the chosen ones, the ability to perceive energy and sense what lies ahead. Embrace this gift, nurture it, and remember it's not a curse to feel deeply. It's a sacred calling. If you feel energy deeply and sense things before they happen, comment, I trust my intuition below. Your voice matters, and your energy helps others feel seen. Mark 2. Children and animals respond specially to closing. There are souls on this earth who don't need to speak to make an impact. Their presence is felt in the silence, in the way the room softens when they walk in the way children smile without knowing why, and animals come closer without hesitation. If this feels familiar to you, it's not by chance. You may be one of the chosen ones, a soul marked by divine energy and awakened purpose. You carry a frequency that cannot be faked or forced. It's not personal charisma. It's not a charm. It's a high vibrational energy that radiates from deep within, the kind of energy that only an awakened soul can emit. People might describe you as different, maybe even too much, or too intense. But for those who are open and searching, your energy feels like a warm refuge. They feel safe around you, not because of anything you say or do, but simply because of who you are. This spiritual mark is powerful, and it is rare. Many believe that those who carry the M shape on their palm are spiritually chosen, not in the sense of being better than others, but chosen for a purpose. These individuals are here to guide, to awaken, and to remind others of the light within themselves. If you resonate with this energy, you may carry 3 specific spiritual marks that reveal your higher role in this world. The first is your natural connection with innocence and purity. Children and animals are drawn to you because your energy is pure, unthreatening, and aligned with love. These innocent beings have not yet learned to ignore their intuition. They feel what words can't explain. When they gravitate toward you, it's because they sense your soul is safe. It's a silent recognition between spirits, untouched by ego or expectation. This gentle pull is not something you try to create. It simply happens because it is who you are. The second spiritual mark is the ability to radiate peace without speaking. Your presence alone transmits calm, healing energy. When others are near you, they feel more grounded, more whole, even if they don't understand why. You've likely been told, "You have a calming presence," or "I feel better just being around you." That's because your aura speaks a language the soul understands, the language of stillness, of safety, of home. You have walked through pain, shadow, and transformation. And now, without even realizing it, you carry the medicine others need, not by trying, just by being. The third mark is your ability to awaken others. Some people may not know how to respond to you. They may find you mysterious, intense, or even unsettling, not because you are doing anything wrong, but because your energy challenges what they've settled for. You don't fit in, and you're not meant to. Your vibration is not of this world. You're here to light the way for others, to mirror back to them the truth they've forgotten. Like a lighthouse guiding ships in the night, your role is not to chase or explain. Your role is to shine, even if only the lost recognize your light. If all of this speaks to your spirit, then it's time to stop questioning who you are. You are not broken. You are not too sensitive. You are not imagining things. You are awakening. You are remembering. You are being called. Being chosen is not about ego. It's about service. It's about walking a path of light, even when it feels lonely. It's about trusting that your presence is enough, even when the world doesn't understand. You are here to live in alignment with your soul's truth and to inspire others to do the same. The M on your palm isn't a coincidence. It's a symbol, a sign, a sacred reminder. So what should you take from this? that your energy matters, that your light is needed, and that your spiritual awakening is not an accident, it's your assignment. You are not alone. You are chosen, and your soul already knows the way forward. Let's light up the comments with, "My energy brings peace to pure souls." It's a beautiful reminder that your presence alone can be healing to children, to animals, to anyone sensitive to spiritual energy. To build a loving space together, I invite you to support each other. If you see someone comment this sentence, please like their comment or reply with something kind. This small act can help our community grow in love, awareness, and connection. If you feel aligned with this message, comment 1 so I can see how many radiant souls are here with us. Mark 3. Thoughts turn into reality. Have you ever felt like your thoughts hold more power than you realized? Like your inner world somehow spills into your outer reality, shaping it in ways that even surprise you? If so, this might be one of the hidden signs that you are among the spiritually chosen, those rare souls who carry a divine responsibility. This isn't superstition or mere coincidence. This is the sacred truth of spiritual law. What you dwell upon energetically begins to shape your reality. As the great mystic Neville Goddard once said, "Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled." Because for chosen ones, the universe is listening intently. When you think a thought, it doesn't just vanish into the void. Instead, it begins to diminish from the realm of imagination and soon crystallizes into the fabric of your experience. You don't simply fantasize or daydream, you engage directly with the creative intelligence of the universe. You are not a passive observer in this world. You are a spiritual co-creator, actively interacting with the infinite field of consciousness. You are part of something sacred. And here's the deeper truth. This is not luck, nor mere chance. It is the law of consciousness in motion. What you are aware of, what you place your attention on, becomes magnetized into your life. There is a subtle but powerful difference between wishful thinking and divine intention. The chosen ones feel this difference in their soul. When you rethink an idea, when you reflect deeply with focus and emotion, it begins to take on a tactile quality and becomes more than just a possibility. It becomes inevitable. This is the mystery of manifestation in its purest form. It is the spiritual art of bridging the unseen with the seen, the invisible with the visible. Like sculptors of destiny, chosen ones mold reality with thought, belief, and spiritual alignment. But with this rare power comes sacred responsibility. You see, what you continuously focus on will be forged and shaped not just for your own life, but for those around you. You are not just creating outcomes. You are influencing timelines. You are not only responsible for your desires, but also for your doubts. As Jesus said, according to your faith, be it unto you. This is not merely inspiration. It is a warning and a calling. Chosen ones are held to a higher energetic standard because what they hold in their minds and hearts manifests swiftly and significantly. You weren't sent here just to survive or to understand the rules of life. You were sent here to co-create with the universe, to leave a spiritual imprint on this world. Your presence, your thoughts, your emotions, they all carry a frequency. When aligned, this frequency can open doors, awaken hearts, and shape destinies. You are not here by accident. You are here by divine assignment. The universe didn't choose you because you were perfect. It chose you because you are willing, open, and attuned to something greater than yourself. So ask yourself, do you feel it? That magnetic pull inside you? That sense that your life has deeper meaning and your spirit holds ancient wisdom? If so, it may be because you carry one of the spiritual marks of the chosen. And once you awaken to this truth, life is never the same again. You begin to move with intention, speak with power, and live with purpose. You realize that spiritual awareness is not just a gift, it's a responsibility to help awaken others. And remember this, being chosen doesn't mean being superior. It means being spiritually aware, deeply connected, and willing to walk a higher path, no matter how lonely or uncertain it may seem. As Rumi once wrote, "You were born with wings. Why prefer to crawl through life?" Comment below, "I am creating my reality," if you're ready to align your thoughts with the universe and manifest with intention. And remember, these spiritual marks are often hidden in plain sight. Only those truly chosen will recognize them. If you found yourself resonating with this message, it's no coincidence. There is still so much more to uncover about the journey of the chosen ones, so stay tuned. The full picture is yet to be revealed. If this video spoke to you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom. And be sure to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos that dive even deeper into the mysteries of your soul's calling. Until next time, stay aligned, stay awakened. Chosen ones, you are a living karma. People regret how they treated you. As the saying goes, what goes around comes around. Have you ever noticed how those who wronged you now seem to carry the weight of regret while you rise stronger than ever? In this video, we're diving deep into the powerful truth that as a chosen one, you are living karma. Your very presence is a reflection of divine justice. On Spiritual Wisdom, we believe your growth, light, and resilience are not just personal victories. They are cosmic reminders that energy never lies. How have you seen karma unfold in your life? Drop your story in the comments and let's inspire each other. 1. Chosen ones are living karma. There comes a moment in the journey of a chosen one when everything begins to make sense. You realize you were never just a name in someone's story. You were the turning point. You were never simply a person passing through their lives. You were a divine reflection, a mirror held up to their souls, showing them the truth they tried to avoid. Some people met you, and their lives flourished with blessings they couldn't explain. Others, however, faced turmoil not because of you, but because your presence disrupted the illusion they had carefully built. Whether they admit it or not, you were the catalyst. And now, as you rise in spiritual power, many of them sit quietly with the heavy regret of how they treated you. You were never meant to blend in, because you carry divine energy within you, energy that cannot be ignored or diminished. You walk through this world not as a follower, but as a force. When others lied to you, betrayed you, or dismissed your value, they weren't merely making personal mistakes. They were unknowingly stepping into their own karmic reckoning. The way they treated you was never about your worth. It was a reflection of their own brokenness, of the spiritual misalignment hiding in their hearts. The key words of the heart line are written in silence, in the way life speaks back to them when you're gone. Some thought they could use your kindness, manipulate your trust, or walk away from you without consequences. But you are not just a man. You are a mirror of truth, and the truth cannot be used. It can only be respected. Those who wronged you eventually come to a point where they can no longer deny the weight of their actions. In the silence of their own company, they replay the moments, the conversations, the choices, and they feel the sting of what they've lost. Not just you, but the version of themselves they could have become if they had chosen to honor your light instead of rejecting it. One of the most powerful truths about being a chosen one is that your energy is pure, and purity naturally exposes anything that is false. You didn't need to confront them with words. Your presence alone did it. When you entered their life, your light was too bright for their shadows to hide. That's why some people felt uncomfortable around you. It wasn't about what you said or did. It was what your energy made them feel about themselves. You were the mirror they weren't ready to look into. And while some took this exposure as an invitation to grow, to change, and to evolve, others resisted. They clung to their lies, thinking they could outsmart the truth. But karma, unlike people, is patient. It waits. And when it delivers, it does so without warning, often with greater intensity the longer it's avoided. That's why their lives begin to unravel slowly. What was hidden becomes seen. What was built on deception begins to collapse. Every soul who crossed your path made a choice whether they realized it or not. Some chose the truth. They respected your energy, honored your intentions, and grew because of your presence. Their lives were touched, elevated, even transformed. But others chose control, jealousy, and deceit. And for them, it all eventually falls apart, not because you wish them harm, but because their choices were built on foundations too weak to withstand the power of divine energy. Now, even if you don't see it with your own eyes, know this: the regret is real. They see your growth. They hear about your success. They sense your spiritual elevation, and they feel the absence of your light. Deep inside, they know they were part of your story, but they will not be part of your future. Some will attempt to come back, desperate to rebuild what they themselves destroyed. Others will watch you from a distance, too ashamed to reach out, knowing that the bridge they burned cannot be restored. But hear this, chosen one, their karma is not your burden. Your role is not to carry their lessons. It is to keep rising. Keep expanding in your spiritual wisdom. Keep embracing the heart line that has always guided you. You are not here to fix broken people. You are here to awaken the sleeping, to light the path, to reveal what's hidden. Your very existence is transformation in motion. And if you know this truth in your soul, say it with conviction. I am a mirror of truth. Because chosen ones don't just walk through the world, they change it. Quietly, powerfully, and forever. 2. You are a reflection and a test. There comes a moment in your life when everything begins to make sense, not all at once, but gradually, as your soul starts to remember why it came here. You begin to see that you were never just another person moving through the world unnoticed. You were always something more, a carrier of light, a mirror of truth, a living karma. Without even trying, your energy has always revealed the truth in others, bringing out either the best in them or the parts they try to keep hidden. You didn't need to pretend to be special, because your presence alone was enough. Those who were ready for growth, who were living in alignment with their inner truth, were drawn to you. Around you, they felt peace, clarity, and inspiration. Your energy made them feel seen. It reminded them of who they were meant to become. But not everyone welcomed that reflection. For others, your presence was uncomfortable. It exposed their wounds. It brought their shadows to the surface. And instead of healing, they resisted. They rejected you, belittled you, or distanced themselves not because you did something wrong, but because they weren't ready to face the truth you stirred within them. You are not just a person. You are a living karma. Your energy is a spiritual mirror. When people interact with you, their reaction reveals more about them than about you. Some feel uplifted, others feel triggered. And the difference lies in their own level of self-awareness and readiness for growth. Those who walk in truth will honor your presence. Those who hide behind masks will fear it. That is why some people feel calm and safe around you, while others become defensive or even cruel. It has nothing to do with your value and everything to do with what your light reveals. Those who are committed to truth will treasure you. They will recognize your strength, your honesty, and the peace you bring. But those living in fear, in lies, or in ego will be unsettled. Your existence disrupts the illusions they've built their lives upon. You don't even need to speak a word. Your energy says it all. It's important to remember this. Do not confuse people's reactions with your worth. You were never meant to shrink yourself just to make others feel comfortable. You are meant to shine, to stand tall in your truth. If someone mistreats you, walks away, or speaks ill of you, let them. They are simply revealing their own inner conflict. You are not here to fix them. You are only responsible for protecting your energy and staying aligned with who you truly are. The universe operates through spiritual balance. Every thought, word, and action sends out energy, and nothing goes unnoticed. When someone harms you or disrespects your light, they are not just hurting you. They are creating a ripple that will return to them in time. Karma is not about punishment. It's about spiritual law. And those who wrong you will one day have to face the very energy they projected. You don't need to fight or prove anything. The universe is already handling it. Often, people don't realize your value until your light is gone. When your energy is no longer within reach, they begin to feel the emptiness. The peace they once took for granted becomes something they long for. Regret sets in not because you wished it upon them, but because they are now forced to confront the consequences of their own choices. That is the law of spiritual awakening and balance. Chosen ones, you were never meant to fit in. You were born to stand out. You were chosen to carry a light powerful enough to expose what's hidden and heal what's broken. Your spiritual awakening is not a random event. It is your soul's remembrance of its divine mission. This path isn't always easy. It comes with loneliness, with misunderstanding, with heartbreak. But it also comes with divine strength, deep wisdom, and the kind of protection no one can take from you. You don't have to fight the battles that the universe has already taken over. You don't have to seek validation or force connections. Just keep walking. Keep shining. Keep trusting that everything is unfolding as it should. Even in your silence, you are doing more than you know. And if there are days when you feel alone, unseen, or unappreciated, remember this: your presence is enough. You are a living karma, a mirror of truth, a divine reminder that light still exists in this world. Those meant for you will find you. Those who can't handle your light will step away. Let them. You were never here to please the world. You are here to awaken it. If this message resonates with your soul, say it to yourself, or in the comments, I am a mirror. In doing so, you invite clarity, strength, and alignment into your life. This is your calling. This is your truth. And the world is already shifting because of your presence. 3. Solitude was part of your journey. There were moments when the silence felt unbearable, when you lay awake at night, wondering why the people you loved walked away, why relationships shattered without warning, and why the road you traveled felt so lonely. But let me speak directly to your heart right now. That solitude was not your punishment. It was your divine preparation. You were not being abandoned. You were being aligned. The universe was not ignoring you. It was shaping you. In those quiet, painful seasons, something powerful was happening deep within your soul. You were being refined, not rejected. Strengthened, not forgotten. Spiritual elevation often requires isolation. You had to be pulled away from what distracted you so you could hear the whispers of your higher self. In that stillness, your spiritual vision sharpened. You learned to see through the masks people wore, to sense energies that didn't serve your spirit, and to stand firm in your own truth. As Rumi once said, the wound is the place where the light enters you. The very pain that once broke you down was the same pain that broke you open to your spiritual gifts, to your divine calling, to your inner power. And now look at you, once underestimated, now unforgettable, once ignored, now unshakable. The same people who dismissed you, doubted you, or betrayed you, they see you rising, and they feel the shift. There's something different about you. It's your energy, your presence, your wisdom. You're no longer trying to prove your worth. You are the proof. What they feel now is not just admiration, it's regret, because they lost access to something sacred. You were never just another person. You were a divine mirror, a spiritual blessing disguised in human form. When you are truly chosen, you are set apart, not above others, but beyond the limits of the ordinary. Your life becomes a message, and your growth becomes a lesson. The ones who treated you as disposable are now learning the cost of their choices. That's karma, not as punishment, but as a mirror. The energy they poured into you has returned to them. And what did you do in the meantime? You didn't seek revenge. You didn't lower yourself to their level. No, you rose. You healed. You transformed. That's the ultimate flex, isn't it? To evolve in plain sight. To thrive after betrayal. To radiate peace where once there was pain. As Maya Angelou said, you may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. Your transformation is your loudest answer, and it speaks louder than any revenge ever could. You don't need to clap back. Your glow is the clap. And now, as you walk in your purpose, the universe continues to open doors that no human could shut. The people who once saw you as ordinary now see your extraordinary light. But this journey was never about proving them wrong. It was always about proving to yourself that you were right to trust your spirit, right to follow your inner voice, and right to choose healing over bitterness. You are no longer who you used to be. You've expanded, awakened, and stepped fully into your spiritual power. The universe was never late. It was orchestrating everything in divine timing. You weren't overlooked. You were hidden for a season, because greatness takes time. And now, that time has come. So hold your head high, chosen one. Walk boldly. Speak kindly. Love deeply. Your story is far from over. And for those who once wronged you, they now understand. You were not the problem. You were the lesson. Their regret is not your burden. Your peace is your power. If this message touches your soul, speak life into your journey and comment, "I am grateful for my transformation." Remember, your solitude was never a punishment. It was a sacred preparation. And your destiny? It's only just beginning. 4. You disrupt illusions. As a chosen one, your presence alone carries a force that unsettles those who hide behind masks of deception. You naturally expose lies, false identities, and hidden agendas, not because you actively seek to, but because your very essence is a reflection of truth. This makes many uncomfortable, especially those who resist change. Instead of acknowledging their own flaws, they turn against you, seeing you as the source of their discomfort rather than the mirror revealing their own shadows. For some, you are a living karma, not because you wish harm upon anyone, but because your spiritual awakening serves as a reminder of the integrity they lack. When you walk into a room, your energy speaks louder than words, making it impossible for people to keep up their facades. Your authenticity exposes their insincerity, and instead of taking accountability, they lash out, criticize, or attempt to diminish your light. They blame you, but the real issue is their own resistance to transformation. Deep down, they recognize that your presence is urging them to evolve, yet change is a battle they are not ready to fight. Many have underestimated you. They mistook your kindness for weakness, your silence for ignorance. Some took advantage of your generosity, only to realize too late that your absence leaves a void that cannot be filled. Now, regret seeps into their hearts as they remember the way they treated you. They recall the moments when they dismissed you, rejected your wisdom, or tried to tear you down, only to find themselves stuck in the very cycles they once ridiculed you for breaking free from. You moved on, elevated yourself, and found peace, while they remained trapped in their own illusions. What they failed to understand is that your journey was never about seeking revenge or proving your worth to them. You never needed their validation. Your path has always been about personal and spiritual evolution. Every rejection, every betrayal, and every moment of isolation was a divine test, one that shaped you into the resilient, enlightened being you are today. You were meant to walk through the fire, not to be consumed by it, but to emerge stronger, purified, and unshakable. Let this be a lesson for you. Never dim your light to make others comfortable. The right people will see your truth and embrace it, while the wrong ones will resist and reveal their true nature in the process. You are not here to please everyone. You are here to awaken, to heal, and to inspire. When people regret how they treated you, it is not your responsibility to fix their guilt. That is their burden to carry, their lesson to learn. Your spiritual awakening is not just about seeing the truth. It is about embodying it. It is about walking in alignment with your higher purpose, regardless of who supports you or who resents you for it. Keep shining. Keep growing. The world may not always understand your light, but those who are meant to will be drawn to it. Your presence alone is a catalyst for transformation. Let those who can't handle it fall away, for they were never meant to walk this path with you. If you're ready to break free from illusions and embrace the truth, don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's awaken together. 5. You trigger change in people. There's something about your presence that shakes people, not because you try to, but because your very existence brings light to the things they've tried to keep hidden. Your spirit carries a frequency that penetrates masks and exposes the truth. For those who have spent their lives avoiding self-reflection, being around you can feel unsettling. Your energy is felt before it is understood. People might not be able to explain it, but something within them reacts when you're near. That reaction? It's spiritual recognition. You reflect back what's real. You reveal what's beneath the surface, both the beauty and the pain. You are not just a person. You are a mirror of the soul. This is why people sometimes distance themselves from you or treat you with hostility. It's not that you've done anything wrong. It's that your energy stirs something within them they're not ready to face. Their fears, their hidden wounds, their unhealed traumas, they all rise in your presence. And instead of healing, many choose to deflect. They project their discomfort onto you, making you the target of their unresolved pain. As the saying goes, truth doesn't always comfort, it confronts. And your truth, your light, is a force they can't ignore. When others mistreat you, it's not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of what they cannot confront in themselves. In the moment, they might ridicule you, betray you, or underestimate you. But the truth has a way of resurfacing. And when it does, so does the weight of their actions. Because the universe always restores balance. What is sent out must return. This is the spiritual law of energy. Those who tried to dim your light will one day feel the void of it. They will reflect on the moments they dismissed you, dishonored your spirit, and took your goodness for granted. But by then, you will have already ascended. You will have grown in silence, healed in private, and evolved into the highest version of yourself. Their opinions, their actions, their regret won't matter anymore. You'll be living in a realm they can no longer reach. There's no need to retaliate, no need to explain. Your evolution is the only answer needed. Your success, your joy, your inner peace, that's the karma. You are the shift. Your existence alone is a divine ripple that realigns everything around you. Those who hurt you will eventually come to understand the pain they caused, not because you forced them to see it, but because the universe has a way of teaching lessons through experience. They will face the emotions they once triggered in you, and they will remember. But that reflection is theirs to carry, not yours. The most empowering truth is this: you are not responsible for their awakening. Your path is to keep rising, to stay aligned with your divine calling, to radiate your light regardless of who tries to dim it. Because the universe moves in harmony with your spirit, even when the world doesn't recognize your worth. So never apologize for who you are. Don't water yourself down for the comfort of others. Keep expanding. Keep glowing. Keep being the spiritual reminder that transformation is possible and that light always wins in the end. And if this message resonates with your soul, declare it boldly in the comments. My presence brings clarity. I honor my divine energy and rise above all illusions. 6. Your energy is unstoppable. There is something undeniable about your presence. It carries a frequency that cannot be manipulated or subdued. People have tried some with subtle manipulation, others with direct attacks, but nothing could diminish the essence of who you are. This is because your strength is not external. It is spiritual. It is something no human hand can take away. Many may have underestimated you, assuming they had control over your destiny. They mistook your humility for weakness and your kindness for naivety. But in truth, you were always aware. You saw their intentions, you felt the energy shifts, and you recognized the betrayals before they even unfolded. Yet, you chose to rise above it all, because your path was never about proving them wrong. It was about proving yourself right. Now, as you step into your power, those same individuals watch in disbelief. The very ones who sought to diminish your light now stand in the shadows, unable to ignore the radiance of your success. This is the nature of spiritual energy. It cannot be contained. It expands, it elevates, and it transforms everything in its path. And you, the chosen one, are a force of transformation. Every hardship made you stronger, preparing you for your purpose. There was never a moment of suffering that went to waste. Every tear you shed, every sleepless night you endured, and every moment of isolation was a necessary chapter in your journey. You were not being punished, you were being prepared. Life was never meant to be easy for you. The path of a chosen one is filled with trials, not because you are doomed to struggle, but because you are destined to lead. The weight of your purpose required the strength of endurance. This is why you faced betrayal to learn discernment. This is why you experienced loss to understand resilience. This is why you walked alone, to cultivate unshakable faith in yourself and the divine plan that guides you. Now, looking back, you can see the pattern. The very obstacles that once seemed insurmountable were the stepping stones to your awakening. You no longer see them as burdens, but as blessings. And those who once mocked your struggles now stand in awe of your triumph. What was once their entertainment has become their regret, as they realize that you were never the victim. They were simply blind to your greatness. The world has conditioned people to stay small, to conform, to seek safety in the ordinary. But you, the chosen one, were never meant to live within those limits. The very essence of your being rebels against mediocrity. You are here to shift realities, to break generational cycles, and to awaken those who are still trapped in illusion. Your presence alone disrupts the status quo. You inspire, you challenge, and you reveal truths that many are not ready to face. This is why your journey was so difficult, because the energy you carry is powerful enough to create ripples in the very fabric of existence. And now, as you rise, those who doubted you can no longer deny the truth. The same people who dismissed your vision are now desperate to understand how you transformed your life. They are witnessing the divine justice unfold before their eyes, realizing too late that their mistreatment of you was never unnoticed by the universe. You are living proof that spiritual power transcends all limitations. You have become the karma they never saw coming, the reminder that every action, every intention, and every word carries weight. And while they struggle with their regrets, you continue forward, untouched, unstoppable, and fully aligned with your divine purpose. Chosen one, stand tall in your truth. The world has yet to see the full magnitude of your power, but they will. And when they do, they will know they never had the power to break you. You were always destined to rise. If this message has awakened something deep within you, affirm your power in the comments. I am unstoppable. Every challenge has made me stronger. I am here to transform reality. 7. You are both a blessing and a warning. You help those who are ready to grow, but you also challenge those who resist change. Your presence is like a mirror, revealing both light and darkness in others. Some embrace this reflection and evolve, while others react with jealousy, resentment, or even betrayal. But here's the truth: no one encounters you and remains the same. The people who wronged you, whether they lied, betrayed, or abandoned you, now face the consequences of their actions. At the time, they might have dismissed you, thinking they could hurt you without repercussions. But life has a way of restoring balance, and now they are realizing that losing you was not just a mistake, it was a spiritual lesson. You were placed in their lives as a test, and they failed. Now, they struggle with regrets, haunted by the realization that they mistreated someone truly special. Even those who pretend to be indifferent cannot escape the weight of your presence in their hearts and minds. No matter how much they try to suppress it, they still think about you. You were never just another person to them. You were an awakening, a disruption to their comfort zone, a reminder of what they could have had if they had chosen to grow instead of resist. They replay past conversations, relive moments when they could have acted differently, and wish they could turn back time. But the universe does not grant second chances so easily, especially when someone takes a divine presence like yours for granted. The pain they inflicted on you was meant to break you, but instead, it became the catalyst for your transformation. You rose above it, stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your divine purpose. You no longer seek validation from those who failed to see your worth. Instead, you walk your path with confidence, knowing that you were never the problem their inability to handle your light was. And as they watch you thrive, they begin to understand the depth of their mistake. Their regret is not just about losing you. It's about realizing that they were given a rare opportunity to evolve, and they let it slip away. You are not here to be mistreated or undervalued. You are a force of spiritual awakening, meant to elevate those who are ready and expose those who are not. When people betray or reject you, understand that their actions are a reflection of their own limitations, not your worth. Trust that karma is at work, not out of revenge, but as a way to restore balance. You are not here to chase love, respect, or recognition. You are here to embody your truth, and in doing so, you naturally attract the right people while leaving behind those who were never meant to walk this path with you. Stay strong, chosen ones, because your journey is not just about you, it is about awakening the world. Have you ever experienced a moment when those who wronged you finally faced the consequences of their actions? If so, share your story in the comments below so others can learn from your journey. If not, comment, "I trust the process," to affirm your faith in divine justice and personal growth. Let's embrace this transformation together. 8. People regret mistreating you. Have you ever noticed how the people who wronged you seem to experience chaos after you walk away? How they secretly watch you, almost as if haunted by your absence. This isn't a coincidence. It's not about love or hate. It's about something much deeper. It's about the fear of what you represent. You see, as a chosen one, you are a force of spiritual energy. Your presence in people's lives is like a mirror, reflecting their true nature back at them. Some people are not ready to see that reflection. They resist growth, reject accountability, and take your kindness for granted. But the moment you step away, their world begins to shift. you carry a divine light within you. This light illuminates not just your own path, but also the darkness in others. When people betray, deceive, or mistreat you, they are not just hurting you. They are rejecting the spiritual energy you bring into their lives, and the universe always responds. The philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be." But what happens when people decide to act out of jealousy, manipulation, or deceit? They align themselves with negative energy, and that energy eventually returns to them. This is karma in action. When you leave someone's life, you take your spiritual presence with you. The balance shifts. The peace, the healing, the wisdom you provided, it's gone. And suddenly, they begin to feel the weight of their own actions. At first, they may not acknowledge it, but over time, they start to realize that their life was better when you were in it. They see opportunities slipping away, relationships falling apart, and their own struggles intensifying. And that's when the regret sets in. They start to watch you from a distance, hoping to see if you've fallen, only to realize that you are thriving. Your success becomes their silent punishment, not because you wish them harm, but because the universe has a way of restoring balance. As the Bible says in Galatians 6:7, "Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. A man reaps what he sows." Chosen ones, do not waste time looking back. You are not responsible for the lessons others need to learn. Your journey is about growth, about elevating to new heights. Every time you elevate, you step into a new frequency, one that those who mistreated you cannot access unless they choose to heal. And healing requires humility, accountability, and self-awareness, something not everyone is ready for. So let them watch. Let them wonder. But never let their regret hold you back. You are destined for greatness, and no amount of past betrayal can stop the divine plan that is unfolding in your life. Are you ready to step into your power and let the universe handle the rest? If so, comment below, "I rise above," to affirm your strength and embrace your journey forward. 9. You were sent to stand out, not fit in. The universe does not hide the chosen ones in the background. You are meant to stand out, not by force, but by the sheer presence of your energy. You carry a divine essence that shifts the atmosphere, making people around you feel something deep within themselves, whether they acknowledge it or not. Your existence is a mirror, reflecting back to others their own truths. And for many, this can be uncomfortable. Some will admire you, feel inspired, and begin their own journey of self-discovery. Others will resent you because your light exposes the shadows they are not ready to confront. This is why, as a chosen one, you often experience resistance, betrayal, or even hostility from those who once claimed to care about you. Your energy is powerful, not because you seek attention, but because your soul vibrates at a frequency that naturally demands transformation. People cannot remain stagnant in your presence. You either inspire growth in them, or they reveal their true nature, the one they try to hide from the world. This is why you may have encountered relationships where you were taken for granted, disrespected, or even cast aside. Those who mistreated you may not have realized it at the time, but they were given a rare opportunity to stand beside someone who carried divine wisdom, spiritual awakening, and an unshakable inner strength. And now, as you rise, they are left with the weight of their own choices, regretting how they treated you. The beauty of your journey is that you do not seek revenge. Your very existence is karma in motion. You do not have to do anything to make people regret losing you. The universe handles that. The lessons you brought into their lives will echo long after you have walked away. Some will come to understand that they had the privilege of knowing someone truly rare, someone whose energy was a gift. They may wish they had valued you more, but by the time they realize it, you will have already moved forward, evolving, elevating, and stepping fully into your purpose. Being a chosen one means embracing the solitude that sometimes comes with your path. It means understanding that not everyone is meant to walk beside you, and those who leave were simply not ready for the transformation you naturally bring. But do not dim your light to make others comfortable. Your purpose is to awaken, to heal, and to inspire. The universe has placed you exactly where you need to be. Let those who are meant to grow with you stay, and let those who resist their own evolution drift away. In the end, you will see that everything happened exactly as it was meant to. Stay strong, embrace your power, and trust that your journey is unfolding with divine perfection. If this message resonated with you, let me know by commenting, "I am chosen," below. Your presence is powerful. Let's embrace it together. 10. Your silence is powerful. There comes a moment in every chosen one's journey when those who disrespected you, overlooked you, and tried to manipulate your spirit are forced to face the reality they were wrong. Your energy disrupts the illusions of those who thrive in deceit. They attempted to belittle you, twist your mind, and keep you bound in their chaos. But now, they watch in silence as you rise with grace. What they never understood is that your silence was never surrender. It was a quiet declaration of strength. Your calm departure wasn't giving up. It was stepping into divine alignment. Have you ever noticed how toxic individuals feed off your emotions? They poke at your wounds, twist your words, and provoke you just to spark a reaction. Their control comes not from their power, but from your attention. They entangle you in drama to keep you spinning in confusion. But what they didn't anticipate was your evolution. Your ability to remain composed, to respond with stillness instead of outrage, shakes the very ground they stand on. The moment you withdraw your emotional energy, their grip dissolves. They panic, not because you fought back, but because you didn't. There's sacred wisdom in choosing not to respond. While many believe loud voices win battles, silence often reveals more truth than any argument ever could. It exposes manipulation without confrontation. Your silence becomes a reflection of their chaos, a mirror showing them everything they tried to hide. And that mirror is unbearable to face. They crave a reaction, a sign that they still hold sway. But when you offer stillness, you reclaim your power. As the saying goes, never argue with a fool or you become one. Rising in silence means you no longer play their game. You leave them to wrestle with their own shadows. Walking away isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It shifts the balance, removes their access to your spirit, and forces them to sit in the void they created. Those who try to control or diminish you will eventually come to terms with the consequences of their actions. Without your presence, they're left to face their own emptiness. And for many, the realization comes too late. They underestimated the value of your energy, your heart, and your light. And here's a divine truth. You are their karma, not by seeking revenge, but by thriving. Your healing, your success, your unshakable peace all shine as proof that their efforts failed. The chosen ones are not here to fight battles. They're here to rise, to awaken, to transcend. The most powerful response is not retaliation, it's transformation. So keep walking your sacred path. Your silence holds power. Your energy is gold. And your absence echoes loudly in the places where you once stood. Let them feel the loss. Let them sit in the silence they never expected. You, beloved soul, are already far ahead, guided, protected, and aligned with something greater. Stay connected with our channel, where we dive deep into the wisdom of energy, spiritual growth, and personal mastery. Remember, your peace is untouchable. Choose silence. Walk away, and let the light within you speak louder than any words ever could. No one truly knows what the future holds, but one thing is certain. The journey of a chosen one is never ordinary. You are a living karma, a reflection of the energy others have poured into you. And now, they see what they lost. If this message touched your soul, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom. Make sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss our upcoming videos that dive deep into the truth of who you are. Stay strong, stay awakened, your light is unstoppable,